Hello, my YouTube friends and family. Today I wanted to come and talk to you guys about the truth about hair growth. So let's get started. Let's go over the checklist. If you have transitioned to natural hair or done the big chop, you have stopped putting chemicals in your hair, you've signed up for a YouTube account, you've put down the scissors, it has been 2 years, you've used a ton of natural products, you are now a product junkie, you have worn so many protective styles your hands hurt from braiding, you have worn low manipulation styles, you have moisturized your hair like it was a plant, you have changed your diet, started taking vitamins, you always use your fingers or a wide tooth comb, you wash your hair in a gentle way, you keep your hair from tangling, keep it stretched, you have tried every styling routine, wash and care routine, and countless products, and you still have questions. Why won't my hair grow? Correction, why can't I retain length? Let's pull out the measuring tape as if that will satisfy you. Why isn't my hair long? The much desired and needed answers are here. The truth is much simpler than you think. First, let's talk about your hair. Your hair is not straight. Your hair is not wavy. Your hair is not loosely curled. Your hair is tightly curled, kinky, coiled, aka nappy. Let's not even play the type game. Your hair texture alone causes your hair strands to naturally bend and fold so that its true length stretched out and measured can never be shown without the aid of heat or chemicals which break the bonds in order to straighten the hair. In addition to the fact that you have a naturally bent or folded strand of hair, your hair strands love to shrink and curl even more naturally. Your hair shrinks when it's wet, damp, moist, or even when slight moisture from body sweat or the air touches it. It shrinks when it's braided, twisted, or in an afro, a twist out or a braid out. It even shrinks a little when it's heat styled, aka reversion. This is a natural sign of your hair's health and elasticity. It is a sign of strong hair that absorbs moisture well. So, in review, because of your hair's natural texture and shape, the nature of your natural hair to shrink, you will never see the true length of your hair without straightening your hair strand. In short, pulling out measuring tape to see how many inches your hair is will not satisfy your question. Is my hair long? Not a good measure. Let's talk inches. You must straighten your hair to see its precise length. The precise length is important if you are focused on measuring whether your hair is long according to inches. If you purchase human hair, you know it's often sold according to 12 inches, 14 inches, 16 inches, or 18 inches. You know that when you have these lengths glued or sewn into the hair, that the resulting inches will either give you shoulder length hair or longer hair past your back. Let's say that the hair is 12 inches and it reaches your shoulders when the 12-inch hair is straight. If the 12-inch hair were naturally kinky curly, the hair may only be 8 inches. When the kinky 8-inch hair shrinks, it shrinks 50 to 75%. It may be between 4 to 6 inches. Let's put what we just learned together with some gospel we already know. Classic hair gospel. Hair grows between 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch per month. So hair grows between 3 to 6 inches in a year. Let's assume you've had fast growth, 6 inches per year. You have grown your hair for 2 years and you've retained full length. You would have 12 inches of hair. Important, those 12 inches represent straight hair at its precise length. Your hair is naturally kinky, coily, so automatically it will appear shorter. So maybe 8 inches when stretched naturally, pulled, braided, and or tugged. Because it shrinks, it will appear between 4 to 6 inches. A typical afro puff, you can visually see 4 to 6 inches. Your natural hair defies gravity and tends to be up rather than down towards your shoulders and back. So you would have to pull your hair strands towards your neck or back. When you do so, it may touch your shoulder. Warning: just because your hair is shoulder length does not mean when you style your braids or twists that they will hang down to your shoulders. They will shrink and defy gravity. When you tug or pull a twist from the back of your hair, it will touch your shoulder. That is the real shoulder length. If you were to straighten your hair, you would see that it is shoulder length. Other than that, accept that your hair is shoulder length, 12 inches long, but shrinks, so that in the end, length doesn't matter, because your natural hair cannot be measured by the same standard as straight hair. Other important facts. Your 12 inches will not look like or respond the same way someone else's will. Her hair will not respond the same as her hair, will not respond as the same as her hair. You cannot get your 12 inches into a ponytail, but so-and-so can. Your hair texture is not 100% the same. Your hair does not shrink and respond the same. All the hair on your hair does not grow or retain length at the same time. You have different textures over your entire head. Different parts shrink more than others. Some hair grows faster than others, some slower. Positioning of your hair can limit the view of the length. All of your hair strands are not the same exact length. Now let's talk real long hair. Okay. I don't care what you say. I just want my hair to have the appearance that is really long, say to the middle of my back when it's twisted or braided. Your hair straight would have to be almost to your tailbone, 24 inches we're talking about. If your hair grows 6 inches a year, that could take 4 years. If your hair grows 3 inches a year, that could take 8 years. So to grow your hair 24 inches could take between 4 to 8 years. That's assuming that your terminal length could reach 24 inches. It would take 4 to 8 years with length retention to see what you could achieve. That's if you wanted your natural hair and twists or braids to hit mid-back length. Note, if your hair was straight and it hit mid-back length, let's say it was 18 inches, then your natural kinky hair would appear 16 inches stretched. When it shrinks, it could still shrink down to 8 inches. So if it looks like 8 inches, even though its precise length is 18 inches. The truth about growth and review. Your hair may already be long, 12 inches shoulder length. Because your hair is kinky coily, you cannot see the precise length without it being straight. The natural shape and texture makes your hair appear shorter. Your hair shrinks, which means its true length is always hidden. Your hair needs to be 2 times as long to view each length. 12 inches is equal to 4 to 6 inches. All hair on your head is not the same. Your hair's length does not respond like other people's. Remedy. If you must have long hair that looks long now, try weaves, braids, extensions, or wigs. Have a nice day.